What's up, guys? It's Friday and it's bench day for me today. I'm all amped up on coffee and old school rock. So if I've edited this right, up here just now you should see a list of what I'm doing for today. So basically the last month or so I've done everything just like almost like a guessing game. I took some time off after the Giants live in Indiana and just did whatever. I was back home in Scotland for a few weeks, trained whatever I wanted, ate how I wanted, and now I'm getting back into actual proper training. So as I said in a couple of videos ago, I have a powerlifting meet in November, and then I'm probably going to do Britain's Strongest Man. So now I'm trying to focus all my training around that. The way I've got it set up right now, and I'll go through, I'll make another video and actually go through the whole plan for the next 10, 11 weeks or whatever it is. But basically, day one, 4 days a week. Day one is squat. Day two is my overhead day. 3 is deadlift, and 4 is bench. So the way I set everything up is that I have basically my prime mover. So today is bench press. I'm dealing with some shoulder issues, like a bit of bicep tendonitis. So instead of using a barbell today, I'm going to use the Swiss bar, just to change that hand position. And then my secondary movement is something that's going to build upon that. Through a lot of years of training, I've developed, I guess, a style which works for me. I've done West Side and all different styles of training, so I don't want to call this a conjugate, but without I guess in terms of exercise selection, it sort of is, but just not with the speed and the max effort and stuff like that. So my secondary movement today, incline log. It'll transfer over to strongman somewhat, and just more tricep power for bench. Then after that, we're going to do, flat dumbbells just for hypertrophy. After that, just some flies again, hypertrophy, and then into the tricep stuff, and then I'll finish up with abs. So that's it. It should be here right now. You'll see exactly what I'm doing today. If not, then I screwed it up. But anyway, now it's time to go bench, time to train, and I'll do voiceover of the stuff coming up now, I guess. So watch away and have a great day if you're not trained yet. Okay, guys, so you can see me just warming up with the Swiss bar. It's a really narrow bar. I like it because you're hitting pretty much all triceps during this. So just 135 to start, just trying to feel it out a little bit. You could already feel on that, like this shoulder just loose feeling. Going into 235 now. Again, the one was at 185 before this felt iffy, and then now you can see like that left or my right shoulder. It just sort of, I don't know. I'm not sure what the word would be, but harder, didn't feel great. Said let's try barbell, warmed up again, and moved a little bit better. I think having that little bit wider grip helped somewhat, but still, feeling really lax in that shoulder. So then we go into the incline log. Nothing super fancy, as I said at the end of the video, just give you a bit of a rundown, but right now, I hit these reps. I did a couple of sets of these. I think I did like 5 sets with this weight. Right when I hit like 6 and 7, my arm felt like it was like loose and I couldn't drive through it. So I don't know. This is when I sort of decided that I was going to turn it more into like a bodybuilding session and try and feel more what was going on. But with dumbbells, I really felt this arm. Like I felt like I couldn't. I could drive, but it felt super, super like sloppy in terms of the stability. Even there, I think these are like 75-pound dumbbells, and my arm just feels like I can't give anything out. Coming on to the tricep stuff, I did a JM press. So with this, is like as these sets went on, I don't know what set this is, but as I went on, I started really trying to feel contract my back and lock my back in before I started doing stuff. This felt a hell of a lot better, honestly. Like once I got going and started contracting my back more, this actually felt better. Again, not the sort of weights I want to be hitting with this, but with all things considered, I'll take it right now. Just see me just playing it a little bit there with how contracted more and seeing how the movement felt. What's up, guys? So just got done training right now. Didn't go according to plan as such. This shoulder's really bothering me, and I got up to, I think it was a 265 on bench. I started with a Swiss bar, 235. I just couldn't, I don't know, it was weird. I couldn't stabilize or anything. Went to 265, hit a couple of triples, nothing great, and just called it. Tried to make it more of a bodybuilding session from then on out. So I went over to incline log again, sets at 8, only hitting like 220. I'd get up to what did I get to? Like reps 6, 7, and I don't know, I'd like fall. Like I'd come off my chest hard, and then my arm would start falling down. And it was like I couldn't drive anything through my arm after a certain number. So just did a couple sets of that. Flat dumbbells was even, I don't want to say worse, but I started trying to feel what was going on more than actually focusing on the weight I was doing. So nothing super heavy dumbbell wise. And I started feeling in between sets that I'm not contracting properly. So it's like almost like this arm feels loose. Like if even right now, if I was to depress and retract and depress my shoulder blades, and then start going down, this one's loose. This one's got like no stability in the back. So after flat dumbbells, I went to incline flies and really started like squeezing the flies in the front, and then in between my sets of flies, I would superset it with what they call it, crossover cords or something. It's basically like a elastic band type of thing. Just really, contracting, retracting, depressing the scapula, and then rowing and really contracting hard and holding that contracted position during the row for a second. Sets of 20 on both, really trying to hit that, then into triceps, and I started trying to play around with more to feel what's going on with all this, rather than focusing on trying to go super heavy or tons of reps or whatever. So I hit like 7 or 8 sets on GM press, a couple of sets on Tate, but really focusing in on retracting my shoulder blades, squeezing there, and then as I learned to do that more, the reps got better. So what I think's going on, I'm going to really try and feel and research this and analyze it and see what's going on with it. What I think it is that just from the feel that my trap and my pec, probably more pec minor than actually pec major, they're overactive, so my rotator cuff is not actually coming into play too much. So I'm going to try some things tonight, tomorrow, over the weekend, and that'll probably be the next video. Fixing the shoulders, seeing what is actually going on with it and how I'm going to attack this, because it seems to be a recurring issue, and every so often it pops up. I can't, it'll be here for a little bit and then it'll go away. So play around a little bit this weekend, see what's going on with it, see if I can start getting it to feel a little bit better through different techniques, and then I'll come back on Monday or whatever. Monday's squat, so I don't have to worry about it too much. It'll actually probably help squat because I'm struggling to get into the bar a little bit right now, which is probably another thing that I should be on top of, to make sure that this is not limiting me in that. And then into overhead press on Tuesday and get it going. But that'll be the next thing, fixing the shoulder, I'm going to go home tonight, actually try and cut my pec and stuff and try and get all this to release a little bit and go from there. So, not a terribly heavy session, but productive all the same. My viewpoint on strongman and training, especially competition, is that if you're not learning something from every contest, then you failed yourself. Same in the gym. If you can figure little bits and pieces out, even when they're not, even in the best sessions, you're always going to get better as an athlete. So here we are. Head home now. It's like 8:35. We'll head home, eat, walk a dog, and get to bed and try and figure this stuff out as well. So, as I always say, have a great day. The day's almost over, and make the most of it, and make the most of the weekend.